The Twins offense gave the Athletics a taste of their own medicine last night, pouncing early and often, scoring 9 runs and making it a tough task to come back, although they tried behind the hot bats of Hideki Matsui and Josh Willingham. Minnesota might have started slow in 2011, but they have rebounded nicely. The AL Central is a tight 4-team race, and every game matters down the stretch for the Twins. With August and September right around the corner, the green and gold will have the satisfaction of disrupting some teams' postseason plans. Why not start with the Twins? Game 2, A's Twins, next. It is a beautiful night for baseball at the O.co Coliseum. Twins and Athletics. Game 2 of the 3-game series, and the big bats in the lineup for Minnesota, Joe Mauer and Jim Thome, 596 career home runs. And Guillermo Moscoso will try to hold down the Twins, who erupted last night offensively. So, Twins, A's, Game 2 of the 3-game series, and it's coming up right here on Comcast Sportsnet, California. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Oakland A's baseball. Along with Ray Fosse, I'm Glenn Kuiper. A lot of hot hitters in the A's lineup. Josh Willingham is starting to heat up, Ray. A couple of home runs last night.
Well, the big one for him last night, I thought, was a 3-0 fastball. Bob Melvin has said his hitters, you get the 3-0 count. Fastball looks good, swing at it. Josh Willingham all season, especially when healthy, has been swinging the bat very, very well. This entire homestand, he swung the bat very well, and there's no better than last night when he had a chance against Liriano. The 3-0 Peter, the A's were down a couple runs. Look at Liriano, who knew it, and this ball was crushed to left field. A 2-run shot, and just a little bit later, it was not 3-0, but still a 3-run home run. A's tried to get back to the game. That made it 9-5. That young man believed. He thought the A's would come all the way back. They did not, but Josh Willingham continues to swing a very hot bat.
Moscoso and Blackburn, that's your pitching matchup tonight. And Ray, both guys coming off tough starts. Moscoso actually 2 bad starts in a row, but Blackburn got hammered his last time out.
Well, Moscoso, they talk about his first name. Just throw strikes, get wins, and it doesn't matter how they pronounce his first name. Blackburn, when he comes to Coliseum, he has to think about 2009, leaving the ball game with a 12-2 lead, turning it over to the bullpen. He got a no decision when the A's came from behind to beat him. But 2 guys struggling. Let's hope Moscoso tonight can be better than Blackburn.
Well, and let's hope that the A's put it all together. Yeah. Hitting, pitching, defense. That's what the A's need. Get a winning streak going. So we'll have lineups and first pitch when we come back to the O.co Coliseum. It's the Oakland A's and the Minnesota Twins. Saturday night baseball from the Coliseum.
A's Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet California is brought to you by AT&T and by Toyota. Check out the great deals at your local Toyota dealer today.
Welcome back to the Coliseum. Twins and Athletics tonight. 6 o'clock start here at the ballpark. Lineup cards being exchanged at home plate. A's waiting to take the field behind Guillermo Moscoso, the starting pitcher. It's a beautiful night for baseball, as always, here at the Coliseum. So the A's take the field. And here is the game time weather. It's brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Get to the beach. The admission-free boardwalk is now open daily, 69 degrees, a very nice night. And with the hours earlier start, most of the position players, at least right now, are in the sunshine, but the shadows move quickly this time of day, so.
Score early.
Yeah.
Score early, and hope pitching works quickly and gets them outs because it is tough. Kind of the postseason atmosphere time-wise, because at 5:20 start, typically, you get a lot of shadows. Makes it very tough to pick up the ball.
Starting lineup for the Minnesota Twins: Ben Revere in center, Trevor Plouffe at second, Joe Mauer back behind the plate. Michael Kadire will be at first base tonight. Jason Kubel in right. Jim Thome in the lineup. 596 career home runs for Thome. Danny Valencia in there tonight. He had the night off last night. Delman Young is at left. And Tsuyoshi Nishioka is the shortstop.
Guillermo Moscoso pitching for the Athletics, and you were right earlier, Cap, when you said his last two starts he has been really struggling. It's almost as if whenever he made the start and then with the All-Star break, and he had a lot of time in between starts. Matter of fact, July 6th to July the 19th, 13 days there, and then back on normal turn. But against Detroit at Detroit and Tampa Bay here, he's given up a total of 11 earned runs in 9 2/3 innings, and that's not what the A's had seen in Moscoso pitching earlier in the season.
A's defense tonight as Matsui at left field, Crisp in center, DeJesus in right, and Sizemore, Pennington, Weeks, and Jackson around the infield. Landon Powell will catch tonight. So game 2 of the series set to get underway. Twins won last night 9-5. So there you see the shadows right now. That main shadow is right at home plate, and it will move. Well, it'll basically move toward right field.
And the longer Rivera stands there, the more the shadow starts to take over.
It's moved in the last 2 minutes.
First pitch, 6:08.
And by about the end of this half inning, that shadow will be close to halfway between the pitcher's mound and home plate.
Well, Rivera's the leadoff hitter, and there's a shadow you see that's showing the hitter, Revere. He's so fast. Nice guy to keep off the bases. If you're the Athletics, he's kind of the igniter for Ron Gardenhire. As long as Denard Span's on the disabled list.
That would hit up the middle, and that's going to get into center field.
Hanging curveball. And the Dodge Charger keys to the game for Moscoso. Cut down on the long balls for his last couple of starts and slow down the Twins. 20 runs last 2 games in Oakland. 9 last night, enough to win.
Trevor Plouffe.
Good fastballs from Moscoso, then a curveball that Revere hammered up the middle. See if Moscoso can give Landon Powell an opportunity to throw out Revere should he decide to run. But hit and run is also the possibility. Plouffe, the way he handles the bat.
And Revere's running immediately. Powell's throw is into center field. Revere gets up late, so he'll have to stay at second, but it is a stolen base. So Ben Revere did not wait around.
Quick footwork for Landon Powell, but the throw just died as it approached second base. Had everything working, but the short hop, and Jamal Weeks could not handle it. Good thing Jamal Weeks did, though, was going to lay down on Revere, keep him from moving to third base, although Coco Crisp was charging quickly. You know, when you see a runner run on the first pitch to the next batter, in this case, Plouffe with Revere.
Bunted right to Moscoso, who very quick off the mound, catches it in the air, and that's 1 out.
But you have to think they have the time on the pitcher, because usually you might wait to see a throw over to first base or make sure he throws a pitch to the plate, or just the fact that Revere has the speed and is going to take off. But Plouffe tried the bunny and popped it up. Good job by Moscoso charging with the ball staying in the air.
And I can't imagine Ben Revere faced Moscoso anywhere. Yeah. So out number 1, and here's Joe Mauer. Mauer is back behind the plate tonight. He played first base last night.
Do not look for any help with the scoreboard. Balls, strikes, outs, speed pitch goes not working.
Moscoso hasn't thrown a pitch yet.
It's not. Revere's not on second.
Here's a strike to Joe Mauer.
So you just watch the box. Comcast Sports California box try to tell it all. Just keep an eye on that. Where's down in the truck. Make sure everything is working perfectly. Probably even show you the speed, velocity of the pitch.
Fastball is inside to Joe Mauer. Michael Cuddyer in the on-deck circle. Mauer hitting .294 with 1 home run and 18 runs batted in. He's on the disabled list from April 14th through June 16th, so that's a long time to be without such a good player. Mauer skies one to left center field. Coco Crisp is under. He's got Revere. Bluffs, but stays at second.
No real need for Revere to run. Had there not been any outs, he might have done it. See Cliff Pennington getting out quickly to be the cutoff man. And Coco Crisp gets it to Cliff very quickly. Of course, Pennington has a very strong arm.
So here's Cuddyer. Cuddyer hit a home run last night. 3-run shot. That was his only hit in the game. He is playing first base tonight. He was in right field last night. Cuddyer not only a good hitter, but very valuable. He can play a number of different positions.
Michael Wirtz slider splitter did not work except a home run, and Michael Wirtz has been placed on the disabled list. Jerry Blevins called from AAA.
(2-0) to Cuddyer. So it's that problem with the right thumb for Michael Wirtz. He had it last year, and it's flared up again. I asked him about it. It's basically at the end of the wrist, kind of where your thumb and wrist come together. There's a tendon right there, and he said it just gets inflamed, and then it causes his thumb to swell up, and his 2 fingers that he basically used to throw the baseball, they get a little puffy, and it's very difficult for him to throw the pitch the way he wants to.
There's the move the A's made, and now for Michael too, with the, we call it a splitter, but it really is a slider. But as he gets his hand extended, that's when he kind of turns. So that's the damage that occurs. There's Jerry Blevins, the tall lefty back in the A's bullpen. So it's between Tristan Magnuson and Jerry Blevins. There's a height in the A's pen.
2-2 to Cuddyer.
Well, just went after him, challenged with a high fastball, and Moscoso, more of a fly ball pitcher, and he has been that way since joining the Athletics. First game in Anaheim.
Very close pitch. Moscoso thought it was a strike.
I think the guys in the A's dugout thought so also, because the pitch was down the middle, and the height of it, let's check it out and see where the knees are in this pitch. Well, it's right at the knees, a little bit below, so it's a matter of this Conroy has more of a high strike.
Two pitches foul back by Kadire.
Swing by Kadire on a 3-2 fastball out of the strike zone, and you see a lot of times when you get hitters who are RBI guys that like to drive in runs. They will not take a lot of pitches, especially runner in scoring position. In this case, a 3-2 fastball. He got it. Try to go out of the strike zone to make contact and drive in the run.
The payout pitch, and again, Kadire hanging in there, fouls that one straight back. And last night, the Twins scored the 9 runs. They had 12 hits. They also received 7 walks. In fact, for the game, they had 25 base runners. So there was guys on base, Twins runners on base, pretty much every inning. Another foul ball.
Gonzalez last night, the A's starter, and been nice if he'd gone a little bit deeper in the game, but struggled a bit. A lot of pitches early. He had to leave after 112 and 10.
Again, the 3-2. This one's hit into right field, and that's a base hit. DeJesus, throw home, cut off, run scores. Kadire slips in between first and second, so Jackson will tag him. But Michael Kadire has an RBI single, so the Twins get a run in the top of the first. Willingham, DeJesus, Jackson, Pennington, Sizemore, and Powell.
Dick Blackburn, and well, you almost safe to look at his numbers in his last start, similar to Francisco Liriano. Liriano pitched very well last night against the A's. Blackburn trying to do the same as he makes his 22nd start. Of course, the 09 start. Thought he was going to be victorious. Did not happen.
On 1 to Jemile Weeks. Weeks skies one to left. Delman Young comes in. And that's out number 1. Here's the Twins defense for tonight. Young, Revere, Kubel in the outfield, Valencia, Chioka, Klug, Kadire in the infield, and Joe Mauer is behind the plate. Sunglasses on for Michael Kadire, especially on that side of the diamond.
You know, going back to that top of the first inning, base hit by Kadire to right field. If there's ever a guy that's going to score on a base hit the outfield, it's going to be Revere. Sometimes you can draw a throw and think there's going to be a close play at the plate, but that's the last thing with Revere's speed. And the only thing, Kadire must have thought the throw was going to be offline and goes to the plate, but good throw by DeJesus, getting him. Kadire caught in between first and second.
How'd you like to be sitting behind that guy? There's a shot to center, and Coco Crisp has a base hit.
You're going to pass that around like they do the beach balls in Anaheim.
There it is, down the left field line.
They're moving it around.
Can't miss it.
A good swing by Coco Crisp on a pitch that was up, and that's always danger for a pitcher. Coco does have power, he has 4 home runs, but just a base hit. Let's see if he does what Revere did and then try to steal himself into scoring position.
So the red hot Hideki Matsui steps in. Talking about how hot Cliff Pennington is, and certainly that is the case. Pennington with a 13-game hitting streak, but Matsui just as hot. 16 hits in his last 30 at bats. Since the All-Star break, he leads the major leagues in batting, RBIs, and on-base percentage. Not just the American League, the major league. So he's hitting .462, then Pennington right behind him, .438 batting averages since the break. Last night, Hideki 3 for 4 with a double, scored a run. Winning pitcher last night, Francisco Liriano, he was pretty good. Coco does not have a real big lead. 27 stolen bases on the year for Coco Crisp. That's 6th best in the American League. But hasn't been stealing a lot lately, doesn't seem like. The A's as a team not stolen a lot of bases lately. Takes off here, pitches low. Throw is into center field. Coco gets up. He's digging for third, and the throw is late, and Coco has a stolen base, gets to third on the air.
Well, just as you mentioned it, he did take off. Joe Mauer, the throw into the dirt, into the runner, and past the second baseman backing up. That was Klug into center field, but Coco read it perfectly, got up with the ball going into center field. Revere did charge and made a strong throw, but I still say center fielders could help the catchers and middle infielders if they see the runner taking off, break immediately towards second base and take any throw. Revere, had he done that, might have thrown Coco out, or Coco might not even attempt it.
Matsui with the walk.
The head first slide and the throw with the shortstop. Just not able to come up with it.
Designated hitter, number 16, Josh Willingham.
So here's Willingham, RBI opportunity. There's the shadow. It's almost up to Blackburn now. So Willingham steps in. Huge night last night. A couple of home runs, 5 RBIs. He also walked. So he now has 15 home runs, and this one skied to left. Young back. He's under it. Plenty deep as Coco Crisp tags up, comes home, and we're tied at 1 on the sacrifice fly from Josh Willingham.
Have a series, Josh. Wow. 5 runs batted in last night. The only 5 the A's scored tonight, as he did last night. Ties the game with a 2-run home run last night, a sac fly tonight, first pitch hitting. So Coco Crisp, stolen base. E2 gets him to third, and Matsui a walk, and Josh Willingham, who's the DH tonight, brings him home.
So here's to Jesus. Jesus takes a strike. Sure, David would like to have a bounce back game. He had a tough game last night. 0 for 4. He grounded into a pair of double plays.
Career numbers against Blackburn have been spectacular. 12 for 27 at .444 batting average for against him. And of course, both playing in the Central Division. Jesus, many years with Kansas City Royals, Blackburn with the Twins, so they see each other a lot. 27 at bats for the A's right fielder against Blackburn.
No 2, swing and a miss by DeJesus, foul tip. Side retired. A's get a run, so we are tied at 1 after 1. California is brought to you by Roaring Camp Railroads. Proud to welcome Thomas the Tank Engine, July 29th through the 31st. That's this weekend. And then August 5th through the 7th. RoaringCamp.com. Beautiful night at the O.co Coliseum. Just about right, actually. 1-1 game as Jason Kubel leading it off. Kubel, Tomey, and Valencia here in the second inning. So 0-2. Kubel with a 2-run double in the first inning of last night's game. Kubel will be a free agent at the end of the year, so the Twins will have a decision on him. Pretty good hitter and has been for a while now.
Well, he's working out tonight. He's playing right field, so he's not just a designated hitter. It was last night with Jim Tomey getting the night off, with Tomey back in the lineup tonight. The Twins DH.
This one's hit high to right. DeJesus going back. Still going back, and he's got it, and that is out. Number 1. So that'll bring up Jim Thome.
Designated hitter, number 25, Jim Thome.
So we get to see Jim Thome approaching 600 career home runs. He currently has 596, 8th on the all-time home run list.
Started in the early 90s with Cleveland. Came up as a third baseman.
That one ripped fair. Past the diving Connor Jackson. It rolls into the corner. Thome is going to jog into second with a double. I remember when he was the third baseman.
Yeah. Jim's smart enough to know it's going to be a double. He was not really running hard. No reason to, as he gets his 9th of the season. But what a swing. He is still very strong. Top hand. There's a rolling over right there, as we talked about last night. That ball was hit so hard, Connor Jackson had no chance. Fortunately, that was a top hand swing. If he got any of his bottom hand, it might have been 97, 597. Gentleman Jim. What a nice man.
Danny Valencia steps in. He is the Twins RBI leader. 55 runs batted in with 12 home runs. He's got one more RBI than Michael Kadire. You see Thome really no speed at all, so the A's really do not need to hold him on at second base, or attempt to keep him close, I should say. That one skied. Weeks goes out. He's under it, and he's got it. And that's out number 2.
Chevy's giving you more value this season with Chevy free parking Tuesdays, every Tuesday home game, with the exception of premium games and dual events with the arena. You'll pay nothing to park, courtesy of Chevy. So you know the California Chevy dealer for a great selection of Chevy cars, trucks, and crossovers. For more information, visit oaklandathletics.com/Tuesday. I have to wait a little while. We're part on a very long trip tomorrow, so the next Tuesday is going to be.
Let's see.
From Tuesday.
The next Tuesday would be August 16th against the Baltimore Orioles. Seems like a long ways away, doesn't it? He's got a long road trip coming.
By the time you go to Seattle, Tampa Bay, Toronto, and back to Oakland, to be here before you know it.
Heads up, and that went right over that padded wall in front of the dugout where a lot of the coaches stand.
And Raymond
almost got it.
Raymond, take the shades off. Don't be cool when the sun's setting.
So that one went right past those gentlemen there.
Raymond's supposed to be protecting those guys. He just wants to find the camera.
So 1-1 to Delmon Young. And there's a base hit right center field. They're going to wave Thome in, and he's going to score. So a 2-out hit for Delmon Young scores Thome, and it's 2-1 Twins. So another 2-out hit, one in each inning for the Twins.
And both to right field. Michael Kadire battling 3-2, fouled off 3. Finally got the base hit in the first inning. And then Delmon Young drives home Jim Thome as Moscoso left the ball up. And Young might not have a lot of home runs this year. Last year he did, but it's a big RBI, especially with 2 outs. He stayed inside the ball, didn't try to pull it.
So here's Tsuyoshi Nishioka, a switch hitter. Swings and misses. Talked about the DL stint for Nishioka. It was a long one. He went on the DL on April 7th, right at the beginning of the year, and did not come off till June 14th. So about 9 weeks on the disabled list. Inside corner strike. 209 with no home runs and 14 runs batted in. Nishioka. .32 pitches for Guillermo Moscoso through the first 2 innings. Twins already with 4 hits. Outfield shaded toward left center. Fastball is high. Left fielder Hideki Matsui very shallow, as is Coco Crisp.
I mentioned about Moscoso making the start against Seattle, and then the 4 days the A's were not going to be able to use him, and then the All-Star break. And at least from his standpoint, he knew he was going to come back. A lot of times guys get optioned to AAA, and they say, well, you know, you pitch well, we're going to need somebody in a certain date, and all of a sudden it doesn't happen. Might be upset, but Moscoso has been given every opportunity.
Yep.
And especially having that time off, made 1 start at AAA, came back and has made 2 starts, but well, for some reason, pitches are not down like they were, and ones that are up in the zone are being hit.
Well, that last start, Ray, against the Rays, 4 walks and no strikeouts.
Yeah. That's not him.
Nope. Because he does have the ability to strike people out. Now, he's not going to be a huge strikeout guy.
Maybe it's the change of name from Guillermo to Guillermo.
Yeah. We're just doing what he wants.
Right.
Another 2-2 pitch. Sliced down the left field line, and that's going to drop fair. Matsui was shaded that way. He gets to it. So the 5th hit for the Twins. That one just served to the left field down the line.
Well, very similar to the swing of Ichiro that the A's will see starting Monday for 3-game series in Seattle. Just served it to left field. And after the first 2 strikes very quickly against Nishioka, they thought maybe it's going to be a quick at bat. And he's getting back in the dugout, but just kept fouling them off. And again, another pitcher was up in the zone.
So here's the leadoff man, Ben Revere. Inside. Revere led off the game with a base hit, and then stole second and scored on Kadyr's hit. Broken bat toward the first baseman, Connor Jackson. Steps on the bag side, retired. A run on 3 hits. Twins lead 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the second. Glenn and Ray question. Harold from Salinas asked, with the trade deadline looming, what will the A's do? Well, Harold, we wish we had an answer for you. Always lots of rumors this time of year, but you don't know how much truth there is to each rumor. But it is possible the A's could still do something. The deadline is 1 o'clock Pacific time tomorrow. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's rapidly approaching, and not much. I don't think. I mean, sure, Billy Beane's been receiving a lot of phone calls, but Billy said he's not going to give guys away. I don't blame him.
Connor Jackson with a leadoff single. There were some fairly significant trades made today. The Mariners and the Tigers. Doug Fister gets traded from Seattle to Detroit along with David Pollock. So a starter and a reliever go to Detroit. The Mariners get 3 young players, and there's a player to be named later as well. So I believe it'll turn out to be 4 players. Fister's pitched well this year, but he's got absolutely 0 run support. Look at the ERA, 3.33. And Paulie's done a good job out of the Mariners bullpen. So the Tigers have been on the hunt for a starting pitcher, and they got one, Doug Fister.
The young man Belo made the start. He is a roommate of Furbush. And he came into the game in relief, and now gets traded. And Fister's a pretty good pitcher, so the Tigers thinking they can do something in the Central Division, which, other than today when they lost to the Angels.
Well, the thing with Fister is he's not even arbitration eligible yet. So he is under team control through 2015. So you're going to have him for 4 more years if you're the Tigers, if he continues to pitch well, obviously. But
the rotation for the Mariners against the A's starting Monday was Fister, Hernandez, and Bernard. So I don't think that's going to work out now. Although the A's could see Fister with the Tigers.
Right field, that's hit pretty well. Kubel on the run, and it one-hops the wall. Connor Jackson digging for third, and they're going to hold him up. So Pennington extends the hitting streak. It is now at 14 games, and he does it with a double.
Good swing. He just could not get enough elevation to hit his 6th home run, but a very good swing. And Mike Gallego thought about sending Connor Jackson. Pennington, that's that short stroke again. And that's when he is at its best, and that's why he has the hit streak right now, and his average is starting to climb very quickly. There's the high hop, but I think that's when Mike Gallego thought about Jackson might have a chance to score. But have to shut him down. Not a bad idea with nobody out.
So the A's right back at it as Sizemore steps up. Inside to Sizemore.
To hold up momentarily, and maybe that's something the third base coach does not see, and especially as he's approaching third with the ball bouncing high. That's when you have to run hard at the third base coach, maybe even round the bag as you did, and then let him stop you if necessary.
Gallego lets it bounce over his head.
Think Adrian Gonzalez will be traded from the Red Sox?
No, I don't think so.
I think he's found a home for as long as he wants to play. The teams that are leading or close to getting top division going to be interested in making something happen between now and tomorrow at 1.
And everybody's looking for pitching. The Yankees looking for starters. The Red Sox even looking for a starter. Tigers got one today with the Fister deal. That is up and in, and the bases are loaded with nobody out. Now the Rangers have been looking for bullpen help, and they got it. They just acquired Koji Uehara, who's having a very good year for the Baltimore Orioles, and going from the Rangers to the Orioles, Tommy Hunter and Chris Davis. Yeah,
that's major league for major league there.
Yep.
Catcher, number 11, Landon.
So a lot of talk about the Rangers really searching hard for a relief pitcher, and they got one. And the thing with Uehara, got an option for next year. It has to do with the amount of games pitched in, and it's almost at that number. So the Rangers will more than likely have him next year as well.
The Rangers, I know Ron Washington, they talked about a reliever, some bullpen help. They thought Tommy Hunter, who was going to be a starter at the beginning of the season but injured himself, was in the bullpen for a little while. Chris Davis with Adrian Beltre on the disabled list. He came up, was thinking about playing some third base. So both of them trading chips.
So that's a couple of the significant trades that were made today, and both involving teams from the AL West. Oh, 0-2 to Landon Powell. Great opportunity here for the Athletics. Powell bounces one slowly towards second. Plouffe will get the out at second, and that's a double play. Run comes in to score. That's Connor Jackson. So it ties the game at 2. And now Pennington was thinking about making a scamper home, and he ends up getting back to third.
Now batting,
Put a scare into
number
him.
19, second baseman, Jamal.
Well, you start thinking about,
Inching off the bag, too.
Well, the relay getting Landon Powell. What does Michael Kadire think? Well, nice going. Turn the double play. And,
Pennington took off.
he started to flip the ball. Had he flipped the ball, Pennington would have scored.
Yep.
But he decided as he walked, and well, maybe I'll take a look at the ball, and then realize that's only the second out. Twins have a kangaroo court. Michael Kadire is going to be contributing to it.
So the game tied at 2. 2 outs now with a runner at third.
Michael Kadire. And then, oops.
Well, he was looking that way, too.
Yeah.
Weeks slices one, and that's going to get down. It's going to roll to the wall. Run scores. Weeks rounding second. He's digging for third, and he will make it with a head-first slide. RBI triple for Weeks. His 5th triple of the year.
Boy, you really enjoy seeing a player with speed run. And once Revere went after the ball and didn't get it, that was the king, because once he started there, stopped, and even with his speed, he had also speed in Jamal Weeks. What a great, fun person to watch. Ty Wallace said, let's go, and then it's all Jamal Weeks with the ball in front of him. And the head first slide, and even with 2 outs going for the triple, and that's an exciting play, and especially 2 outs driving home the go-ahead run. 2-out triple.
Here's Coco Crisp, 19th RBI of the year for Weeks.
You look at the corner infielders, just because of the threat of Coco Crisp bunting, and with the runner at third, if it's a second, maybe Valencia and Kadire, third and first, don't play where they are now, so that opens up some huge holes for Coco Crisp on the left and right side. And that's what speed will do to a defense.
Breaking ball is high. 2-1. Well, neither starting pitcher sharp. I don't think I'm going out on a limb there.
Right. Well, unfortunately, the numbers the last start shows the exact same thing.
3-1.
Blackburn might be thinking, where are the 12 runs that you guys got me a couple of years ago?
And that pitch is low, and there's the walk. Third walk in the game, and the inning continues for the Athletics.
Joe Mauer's got a bit of a concern because of
Now
Matsui, a very good hitter, but also speed on the corners. Coco stole in his first plate appearance after he reached on a single. Joe Mauer might not even throw this time if Coco takes off, especially with Jamal Weeks and his speed at third. Maybe run on the first pitch. 2 runners in scoring position. Hideki Matsui a chance to take one pitch. And a chance to drive in 2.
Coco takes off. Pitch is low, and Mauer does not throw. So another stolen base for Coco, his second of the night.
That's the time to do it because it allows Hideki Matsui to have a full at bat. And as a left-handed hitter, he had a pretty good idea that Coco was going to be running.
Two 2-0. Blackburn has allowed a single, a double, a triple, and 2 walks in this inning. Well, if you're throwing 85 miles an hour, you should have better control than he's showing. And
if you're thinking about pitching around Matsui to get to the hottest hitter on the A's, it's not a good idea either with first base open. Matsui, see if he has the green light. He might have it. See if he swings, if anything's close.
That one on the outside corner. 3-1.
We talk about guys swinging 3-0. Not everybody can do it. Not everybody wants to do it. Just feel that maybe get 3-0 and jump out of their shoes trying to crush the ball instead of having a normal swing. Willingham, though, last night really enjoyed the 3-0 fastball.
And there's the walk. So the bases are loaded again.
Now, Rick Anderson's going to visit his pitcher. Rick, a very fine pitching coach, and I was talking to him today, and he is just dumbfounded. He cannot understand why all of a sudden his staff can't throw strikes. And this was last night. Josh Willingham, first at bat, 3-0 from Mariano, and Mariano knew it. He just wanted to see how far it was going to go, and it was crushed. And then a little bit later, another lefty and another home run. This one a 3-run shot. That young man did believe the A's were going to come back. That was an exciting young man. As he had his rally cap on, feeling good about the game.
Now batting, designated hitter, number 16, Josh Willingham.
Willingham had a sacrifice fly in the first inning. Takes low. Willingham now with 57 RBIs and a chance for more.
.43 pitches, 22 strikes, 21 balls. That's not a good ratio for a pitcher. And he's laying off the two-seam fastball that just continues to go down out of the strike zone. Landon Powell hit one on the ground, what Blackburn was looking for.
Driven to center. But Revere's going to get back there. He's got it. Side retired. So when it's all said and done, the A's score 2. So we are headed to the third. 3-2 Athletics.
Not bad. Hour, play 2 innings.
Base runners all over the place, a lot like last night. Trevor Plouffe to lead it off. Plouffe, Mauer, Kadire here in the third inning. 36 pitches thrown by Moscoso in the first 2 innings. Pitch there right on the outside corner.
Well, Bob Melvin looking at the pitch count by Moscoso and knowing that Thursday against the Tampa Bay Rays used the bullpen a lot, same last night, and no doubt would really enjoy seeing a starter go deep tonight. The bullpen a chance to rest a little bit. Of course, Bob Melvin knows through Ron Romanek, and these guys know exactly how many consecutive days guys pitch or can pitch, and want to wear them out. You have Jerry Blevins up, so he's fresh armed, and Christian Magnuson probably could be long. Hope that they'll not have to use the long guys tonight.
Fouled straight back just below us. Plouffe tried to bunt in the first inning, popped it up, and it was caught by Moscoso. 10 for 14 in shutdown innings for Moscoso. He was unable to do it in the top of the second inning. The A's scored a run in the bottom of the first. Twins came back with one in the top of the second. Swing and a miss. Plouffe chased ball 4. And that is strikeout number 1.
Come to the Coliseum tomorrow and get an A's gold Kurt Suzuki jersey. Just like Kurt and the A's with the gold alternate jersey presented by Pepsi Max. For tickets, call 877-493-BALL, or you can go to oaklandathletics.com/tickets. Number 8, a Kurt Suzuki gold jersey, and a special. You can grab his green T-shirt, Suzuki T-shirt with the puka shells, and put it underneath the gold alternate jersey. We'll be giving away tomorrow. Getting the night off. He's watching the A's, and tonight more likely to be there tomorrow afternoon, the series finale.
Mauer hit a fly ball to center field. His first at bat. Fastball, called strike.
Is that called a gift?
Didn't have to be.
So much for a couple of batting championships, huh? Batting titles and getting the close pitch.
Down the left field line and foul. You see Mauer foul a lot of balls down there. Left center. Coke goes back. Warning track. He's got it. 2 outs. Throwing Twinkies. Twins must be in town.
Now batting, number 5, Michael.
Twinkies is pretty good. Oh, no. Banner's good for something, I guess.
0-1 to Kadire.
I think there's a pretty good chance you throw Twinkies in the stand. Somebody's going to grab it.
Yep. Middle of the diamond, and Connor Jackson near the mound. He's got it. Moscoso, a 3-up, 3-down inning. So bottom of the third, the A's leading the Twinkies 3-2. Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, the Aquafina water break.
So cute.
Be sure to try a bottle of Aquafina at
Go deep with Sportsnet Central. It's brought to you by Hyundai. It's tonight at 10:30 on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. Highlights from our game here at the Coliseum. 49ers and Raiders, indeed, they are back to work. Busy times in the NFL and keeping a close eye on the Major League Baseball trade watch. Dave Benz and Brody Brazil will be behind the anchor desk.
Somebody's pinch hitting for David DeJesus.
Ryan Sweeney. What's your point?
I don't know. I hope he's not hurt.
Well,
You know, because
I hope he's not hurt either. But if he's not hurt, the only other reason, maybe something's going on. Who knows? Did we see DeJesus in the dugout? We do. So Sweeney hitting for DeJesus. We'll keep you updated on why DeJesus is out of the game.
Maybe took 3 pitches. His first at bat. Struck out.
Sweeney down the left field line, but that'll be into the seats.
Again, we do not know what has happened, and if he's taken out, we hope nothing did happen health-wise. But a year ago, he was going to be traded. Matter of fact, the Giants were trying to acquire him when he injured himself, broke his hand, I think it was.
Just the day before or so. Well, we had an interesting situation today. We're going to tell you about it in just a moment.
I'm ready right now.
Well,
this game's moving along. You know, you may not have enough time because it is flying.
I'm not a great storyteller, but I'll do my best.
No, just go ahead. Probably you got more than enough time.
No outs. 2-2 to Sweeney, and that's a bit inside. Well,
and he's walked 4 already, so
it's true.
I mean, this game is an hour long in the bottom.
You're saying the final score will not be 3-2?
But you start the story and you take your time.
Right. Sweeney, a shot. What a play by Kadire, and he beat Sweeney to the bag. Sensational play by Michael Kadire. That ball was past him.
Yeah, that's a great play. Extra bases, and Jim Thome hit one past Connor Jackson. He could not catch, but this ball's hooking away from Kadire, and what a play.
First baseman, number 28.
Kadire, Mr.
Jackson.
Everything. Play every position. He has not played shortstop. He has not caught. He did pitch an inning against the Texas Rangers at the start of this road trip for the Twins.
First pitch to Jackson is inside. So Ubaldo Jimenez, fine pitcher for the Rockies. He's scheduled to start tonight for the Rockies in San Diego. And he's lots of trade speculation surrounding him. A lot of teams want him. Well, there's some reports coming in that he is close to being traded to the Cleveland Indians. But he started the game in San Diego for the Rockies. He pitched 1 inning through 44 pitches. He got knocked around a little bit.
Probably thinking
they took him out.
When's the hook coming? Huh?
And they saw a video of him in the dugout hugging his teammates. What does that tell you?
Hunter Pence.
Exactly. But this was the starting pitcher, which I've never seen before. I mean, it happened with Canseco here, right? But this is the trade. Jimenez goes to the Cleveland Indians for 4 players, 3 pitchers and catcher, first baseman. So the Indians get Ubaldo Jimenez, which is good for the Tribe.
They're going for it. I mean, and I don't blame them. They get 2 months away from trying to do something unexpectedly. And of course, the Tribe have stayed right in the thick of things all summer. But yeah, I agree with you.
It's a little odd
because essentially, I mean, who knows the 44 pitches, but you're saying that he wouldn't be able to pitch for another 4 or 5 days for Cleveland.
Maybe.
If that's the case.
So maybe the trade just was not quite finished yet or something. We don't know. And that one's down the left third base line, and it's fair. Connor Jackson digging for 2, and he will make it with a double. So Connor Jackson is 2 for 2.
And Nick Blackburn lucky that's not an RBI and another double, because great play by Kadire robbing Ryan Sweeney, but Connor Jackson gets us from past Valencia at third. And he has a double. 2 hits tonight for Connor Jackson. Back-to-back innings that he has been to the plate. And 8 batters the A's sent to the plate last inning. Left 3 on. Connor Jackson did score.
So that is 5 hits now for the A's. And here's Pennington, who extended his hitting streak to 14 games with a double last inning. So that's the story. So it's interesting. You just don't see that very often. I've never seen it where the starting pitcher gets taken out because he has been traded after 1 inning.
But I guess from the Rockies standpoint, somebody felt that until the deal was done, Jim Tracy just figured if he's going to be the starting pitcher, he's going to start it. So it happened evidently after the first inning. They completed the deal.
The problem is, I think he gave up 4 in the bottom of the first.
So he's going to leave, get a loss, possibly.
Yeah, he walked 4 and gave up 4 earned runs in the bottom of the first through 44 pitches. That was it, and now he's a Cleveland Indian.
So he was pitching with a gotcha. Every time he'd throw a pitch, he'd look over the shoulder, he's not gone yet.
Yeah.
So walk 4. He could very easily be leaving Colorado, obviously, it sounds like he is, with a loss. 1 inning.
Yeah. So the Indians got Fukudomi from the Cubs a couple days ago. They get Ubaldo Jimenez.
And Jimenez, of course, the big talk was last year, a tremendous season. All-star, won 15 early part of the season, the first half, and fell off a little bit this year. But his contract, evidently he agreed to a contract that was very club or positive.
Yeah.
And that contract's going to go to the Indians, and it's not for a lot of money for a starting pitcher.
I think it runs through 2014, I believe.
And again, a good contract probably for him at the time he signed it, but considering his success, very and that's probably why the Indians acquired him, and also probably why they gave up 4 players to get him.
And that's a lot.
Yeah. Definitely not a rental player.
Nope. Hey, the more years a guy's got on the contract, the more prospects you're going to have to give up. So that's a big trade. So the Indians get a quality starting pitcher. The Arizona Diamondbacks, who are trying to catch the Giants in the National League West, picked up Jason Marquis today. Marquis with the Washington Nationals. Quality right-handed starter. They probably needed a starter if they were going to make a run at the Giants. Gave up a minor league shortstop, Zach Walters.
Oh, when you get a marquee pitcher like that, that's pretty good.
Pretty bossy, folks. Swing and a miss on 2-2. So Pennington strikes out.
And that's a pitch that a lot of the A's hitters have been taking, and as a result, Blackburn has 4 walks. But Pennington trying to drive the run in, but down out of the strike zone. He has a good curveball. You get a lot of hitters chasing the curveball, but it's not really breaking like one. It's almost like a changeup. But Blackburn features a fastball, upper 80s, low 90s. Sinker, cutter, along with a 4-seam.
First pitch to Sizemore's in first drive. There was one other trade. A smaller variety, but Mike Aviles, who we've seen with the Royals, he was traded to the Boston Red Sox for a couple of minor leaguers. So Aviles, a utility player, was from Kansas City to the Red Sox. So those are the trades that have happened today, and I'm sure there will be more tonight.
See, Mike Aviles went from 11 games out of first place and last place. The Red Sox leading the Eastern Division by 2.5. So that's nice. That's a plus. And in order to be on postseason roster, you have to be in uniform by August 30th.
0-2 to Sizemore.
August 31st, that is. Trading deadline, end of July. Postseason roster, end of August. And there's some other technicalities that go along with that. You don't necessarily have to be in uniform.
Well, you could think Koji Uehara goes from the Orioles, who are 19 games under 500. He goes to the first place Rangers. Marquis goes from the Nationals to the Diamondbacks, who are right in it. Ubaldo Jimenez, the Rockies, 11 out in the National League West. He goes to the Indians, who are 2.5 out in the AL Central.
Edwin Jackson traded, helped the Cardinals win a game. His first start last night.
He pitched very well.
You have a no-hit on your resume. You're going to pitch well, or very capable of pitching well. And there's the Cardinals. They start today's play a game and a half behind the first place Brewers. And the Milwaukee Brewers Who'd they get second base for Ricky Weeks? They got somebody. Is Weeks on the disabled list?
Big bouncer. Nice play by Valencia. Felipe Lopez, I think they got. So the A's do not score. They get the Jackson double. He is stranded. 3-2 A's after 3. Of this year. Watch this blast. Jim Thome, it's career home run number 596, 490 feet. The measured distance, Jim Thome, that's the last home run he hit. So he has the 3 longest home runs in that park and 6 of the longest, the top 8. And there he sits, 8th on the all-time home run list. And we'll see Jim Thome up next. So the A's leading 3-2 here in the 4th inning. Kubel flied out to right field in the 2nd inning. Change up, but it stays outside. Everything's final in the American League. Take that back. Doubleheader between the Orioles and the Yankees. Yankees won the first game and they're winning the second game 17-3 in the 8th inning.
And of course a day-night doubleheader, right? Probably.
Yeah. They scored 12 in the first. That game getting close to being finished at Yankee Stadium.
At the beginning of the season, excitement in Baltimore. The Orioles coming off a very good last couple of months last year and started the season positively.
Outside corner, strike 3 call.
Kubel didn't think so. Thought maybe the pitch was away. And of course, last night Larry Vanover had a few guys talking to him as well. Landon Powell holding it. Let's check above the Tommy Cam. Oh, not that far outside. So Jason Kubel going to look at that pitch on replay. Although he's in right field tonight, so maybe not as much time.
Here's Thome. So Sweeney, a pinch hit for DeJesus, stays in the game in right field. Thome had a double down the right field line and then scored in the 2nd inning.
And you know, if it gets to 3-0, he will be swinging. I don't know that Jim told me even when he's in Cleveland at 3-0 that he didn't swing.
Good rip on 2-0, but he missed it.
A nice time visiting with Jim Thome in the A's warm-up radio side, and I asked him about his stance, his approach has always been the same ever since he was at Cleveland. He said it changed.
Sweeney's going back. That one maybe off the end of the bat a little bit.
But things change as far as the count, how you're hitting, who you're hitting against. But you know, a lot of times the guys will change their stance, change their swing. This has been the same for Jim Thome from day one.
Strong swing. Plants that front right.
I did ask Jim, I said, is it true that when you were negotiating with Cleveland, became a free agent, signed with Philadelphia, they were going to erect a statue in Cleveland? And he said, yes, they were. And I do remember that in negotiations that you signed here, and of course they wanted him to sign and be an Indian the rest of his career, his entire career.
Well, that was a big deal. Remember, he signed with the Phillies.
Right. But the one thing that he talked about at Cleveland, now Progressive Field, Jacobs Field, that was built, how it was great for hitters. And I always thought it was a tremendous hitter's park. And Jim told me it was part of it.
3 up, 3 down innings, 7 in a row retired by Guillermo Moscoso. Bottom of the 4th coming up, 3-2 Athletics. Who are the 4 active players with career batting average above 320? 4 active players with a career batting average above 320. Landon Powell to lead it off. A's leading 3-2. Powell, Weeks, and Crisp here in the bottom of the 4th. Powell down the left field line. It's going to drop foul.
Landon was telling me his grandparents are big fans of course, the Oakland A's like to see their grandson Landon, but Barbara and Homer Powell in Raleigh, North Carolina, watch our games in Comcast Sportsnet California, either on the computer, some sort of a way. But Landon said they're big fans, so sent along a hello to the grandparents of Landon Powell, Barbara and Homer Powell, North Carolina.
That's very nice.
They have a good grandson. Landon Powell's an excellent player, great catcher, and I've always thought He's the best at what he does, and of course he's not getting a chance to catch every day, but when he does, he always does something special. I guess when you catch a perfect game, that's really special.
That's a good start, yeah.
Which he did last year. That poster is still up about Dallas Braid missing person report.
It's going to stay up for a while.
Now, he's been around. He's just getting his work done. Everybody's running out.
Landed to right. Going back is Kubel. He's at the wall, and he made the catch. Kubel got back there. Took extra bases away from Powell.
Well, that might have been a little bit towards the end of the bat as well. Looked like when it left his bat had a chance, and maybe just enough. The ball sinking away from Landon. Put a good charge into it. Sounded great. But Kubel finding out how close he was to the wall and able to bring it down. Ultra mode on Comcast Sportsnet California in HD. What a shot. Good for Kubel, bad for Landon Powell. He's formed the bat well. Just a little bit towards the end, maybe.
So both pitchers have settled down some. Driven to right. Kubel's going back again. Turns around on the track. He's got it. 2 away. Well, A's fans, did you miss day in the life of All-Star Gio Gonzalez? Don't worry, because CSNCalifornia.com has you covered. Log on as Gio provides you an inside look at his entire All-Star game experience. CSNCalifornia.com, your interactive home for A's baseball all season long.
Shocking. Gio was getting a haircut on his All-Star day.
What does he get, 1 a week?
How about a day? Well, he gets one before every game he pitches. You know that. So that's every 5th day. But I think if Gio walks in the clubhouse and they have a barber or stylish,
tighten up.
That's right. Doesn't matter whether it's pitching or not.
Crisp up the middle. Coco's on for the 3rd time. 2 singles and a walk.
You know, Cliff Clavin knows exactly which guys steal the most, and put a good chance that Coco Crisp will try it again. This ball up the middle, a couple of outs. Choco might try to steal his way in a scoring position, but the uniform is dirty, so Cliffy's on call. But they'll probably wear the whites again tomorrow. Cliffy, got your work cut out for you. That's a dirty uniform. That's when you know you're playing hard, when the uniform's that dirty.
Six hits now for the Athletics, 5 for the Twins. Coco is out. So that's how the bottom of the 4th comes to an end. Coco picked off first. We'll head to the 5th. 3-2 Athletics.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Oakland A's organist Dan
balked. What do you think, folks? He had a long conversation with Dan Bellino, the first base umpire.
I think he did at Buckland the back. I mean, Coco reads pitchers very well, and he immediately looked to Ty Waller and to Dan Bellino, the first base umpire. Didn't get any help there. Definitely was running, and Blackburn threw him a couple of times.
Well, Moscoso, after a rocky beginning to this game, has retired 7 in a row. Gave up a run on 2 hits in the first, a run on 3 hits in the second. Young got a fastball to hit, and he fouled it back. 2-1 the count.
Kevin Young has his nephew Owen traveling with him, Dimitri Young's son. Dimitri, 12 years older than Delman Young, and Owen Young, who's the nephew, is 12 years younger than Delman Young. So there's a lot of space here. Yeah, Owen Young, who is traveling with his uncle on this trip, is 14 years young and got a chance to be a pretty good size. Dimitri, a lot of years with the Tigers, got a chance to see him there. And of course, Delman definitely doing the job. Used to be with the Tampa Bay Rays, traded, and has done well with the Twins. Yeah, that trade a while back.
Yeah. And Young on 3-2 takes a walk, so a leadoff walk. Young does not walk a lot.
Now batting, number 1, Tsuyoshi Nishioka.
So here's Nishioka.
You had some news on Jimenez, I understand, too, as far as he gave up 4 runs the first inning.
Yeah, he's not going to get the loss, though, because his teammates have come back. The Rockies leading the Padres now 7-5, so at least he's not going to take the loss for his 1 inning.
So he leaves with a good feeling about his teammates, huh? That they would, as he's catching the plane, join the Tribe playing at home in Cleveland.
Well, the Tribe tonight won 5-2. So how about this? This is pretty good, like maybe 2-hour window. The Indians get a 3-run walk-off home run from Matt Laporte. The place is going crazy. And I would guess probably soon after that they made the announcement that they acquired Waldo Jimenez. So it's a good day for the Tribe. The Indians beat the Royals 5-2. It was 2-2 bottom of the 9th when Laporte hit the 3-run homer for the walk-off. Outside, 1-1 to Nishioka, who singled down the left field line in the second inning. And not only that, the Indians win and the Tigers lost today. The Angels beat the Tigers 5-1, so the Indians pick up a game. They're now a game and a half back in the AL Central. Runner goes. Pitch is popped up. Powell coming back. And he's got it.
Well, let's take a look at Coco Chris. The guy has put together a nice split screen. This is where he steals. Watch the back leg. This is the key. The back leg as Coco takes off.
11,
stiff. See how stiff it is?
Revere.
And that's what good base runners will look at. Second one, watch the right knee. Watch as he starts to throw the first, he buckles the right knee, and that's the tip off. That's
there you
the
go.
block.
That's a block.
Great shot. Great job, guys, because that is a block, and that's the beef that Coco had, because if the front leg comes up or does anything, that's what you look at, but also that back leg has to remain stiff. And obviously, Blackburn, the 2 different shots. The first one he stole successfully. Second, he went by that, and he picked off. See, umpires also have to look at that. That's what they're looking at. He didn't.
He missed it.
And as soon as Coco got out, I mean, Coco's stolen enough bases, and he is a good enough base stealer, and he knows the moves of the pitchers.
Chop toward Pennington. Backhand, steps on the bag, guns it to first, and that's a double play. What a play by Pennington. So the Twins do not score. A's hanging on to a 3-2 lead. Is brought to you by Cache Creek Casino Resort. Play the zone only at Cache Creek and win a chance to play the Red Hot Zone. Visit cachecreek.com for details. Bottom of the fifth, the A's 3 and the Twins 2. Hideki Matsui to lead it off. He was batting when Chris got picked off to end the bottom of the fourth inning. There's another hit for Hideki Matsui. He's a hitting machine right now.
Cliff Pennington was outstanding to end the top of this inning with the speed of Revere, the hitter. Watch Cliff Pennington kind of back over to second base, backhand, and then kind of shuffled over, knowing that if he transfers the ball, flips it to Jamal Weeks, who was there, no chance they're going to turn a double play because of the speed of Revere. So Cliff, little side, with his foot on the bag, and then a strong throw to first base. And Revere, who I'm sure is very rarely doubled up, was this time thanks to a great play by Cliff Pennington.
So leadoff man aboard for the A's, and that brings up Willingham.
Cool Papa Bell. The speed of Jamal Weeks and Revere. They're so fast. Get in bed before it gets dark after you turn off the lights.
That's right, and that is fast if you think about it. That's a fair ball. Rolled right down the third base line. Matsui digging for third. Willingham digging for second. The throw goes to second. It's late. And the A's have second and third and nobody out.
A lot of pitches for Blackburn in their first 4 innings, so the A's jumping on him early in this inning. Matsui second pitch inning for a single, second pitch inning by Willingham, a double, second and third that quickly. The A's trying to add on to their 1-run lead. Stay hot, Josh Willingham.
So Sweeney with a great chance to knock in some runs. Breaking ball is in the dirt. Anthony Swarzak. Sweeney takes a strike on the outside corner. Sweeney was robbed of extra bases in the third inning, his first at bat. Michael Kadire made a diving play. Ball was headed for the right field corner. Sweeney rolls one in the hole. The shortstop Nishioka throws, not in time, run scores, and it's 4-2.
Well, a great play by Josh Willingham at second base. He was off the bag, looked like he might be going to third. Nishioka said, well, I'm going to get him a third, and that slight hesitation with Ryan Sweeney running, there's no chance once he decided to throw to first that he was going to get it. So unintentionally, perhaps, but Ryan Sweeney going to the left side. But Nishioka right there with Josh Willingham, and thought about going and then airmailed it to first base. Kadire coming off the bag. Josh maybe thought about going, then realized the ball was in front of him. He's going to be out for sure at third, so it worked out perfectly for the A's. Base hit for Ryan Sweeney. Robbed of a double, given a base hit.
That one cued fair by Connor Jackson. So Kadire steps on the bag. Both the runners move up. So it is a productive out for Connor Jackson. So second and third for Cliff Pennington.
Shortstop, number 2.
Looks like they may walk Pennington and pitch to Sizemore. And that is exactly what they're going to do. So this will be the 5th walk issued by Blackburn.
Twins started this game knowing the Tigers had lost. Cleveland trailing now a game and a half behind the Tigers, who defeated the Angels. Twins started the day 6 behind the Tigers in that very tight Central Division. Only the Royals, double figures, they're only 11 behind. 16 games under 500.
Now batting, third baseman.
This is one of those seasons, although the Twins were down, showed last night the record in the first 2 months of the season. 16 games under 500 have come all the way back. But then you start looking at those months and saying, how many games could we have won? How could we have won those games? I think the A's may be looking at the same thing. This offense, early part of the season, no doubt they would have been much better off.
Well, the White Sox missed a chance to pick up a game. The Red Sox beat the White Sox 10-2 in Chicago. The White Sox will remain 3 out. Inside, and it's 1-1 to Sizemore. Bases loaded, 1 out. Willingham's at third. Sweeney's at second, and Pennington at first. That one bounced, and it's fouled down the third baseline. One-two pitch is low, 2-2. Blackburn, the look and the pitch, and that's hit hard, and it's fair, and it goes down the left field line. 1 run scores, 2 runs score, and they're going to wave Pennington home. The throw to the plate is there, and he's safe. He got in there ahead of Bauer's tag. All 3 runs score.
The ball just a little bit off Valencia to slow it down, and that was enough for Mike Gallego to start them running. 2-strike hitting at the curveball. Sizemore, Valencia thought he might have a chance. The glove on it, and then down in the corner, the guys, the bullpen out of the way. Delman Young retrieving the baseball. A strong throw, Joe Meyer, but outstanding base running by Cliff Pennington. Now I thought he got him, but the right foot, the slide, and a bases clearing double by Scott Sizemore.
When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and tune up your oil change, tune up and smog experts. Just off Valencia's glove after it landed right on the chalk, so it's a fair ball. Watch how close this is. And once Valencia missed it, everybody was moving, and all 3 runs scored with Pennington just getting in ahead of the tag.
So it bounced just enough for Joe Mauer having to go up to get the ball and bringing it down, and Pennington with a great slide.
So here's Anthony Swarzak.
Watch Joe Mauer go up to get the throw, and then trying to make the tag. Did he make it? Well, that was a case of a home plate umpire, Chris Conroy, saying that his foot got to the corner of the plate before Joe Mauer could apply the tag.
Fastball first strike, 1-1 the count.
Bounce up a little bit, and what this is like Cliff Pennington might have got his big toe on the corner of the plate just ahead of the tag. Doesn't have a big foot either.
It does not. So 1-2 to Landon Powell. Here's the numbers for Swarzak, who's made 5 starts this year. This is his 11th appearance out of the bullpen. Still just 1 out in the inning. 4 hits, 2 singles, 2 doubles, and a walk, and the A's have scored 4 times. Sizemore is the runner at second, and a 3-run double. So 2-2 the count.
Blake Burring, a tough outing. Really not had success pitching against the A's. The Coliseum is 0-5.
Kadire will take it himself for out number 2. So over to third goes Sizemore.
On his first game at the Coliseum last year here at May 19th. But tonight, the A's have given Moscoso some run support. It's the big triple-double, that is, by Scott Sizemore. You know, a third base coach really probably takes more heat than kudos, just because he's going to have to make some choices. But Mike Gallego, one of the best at making the choices at third base, knowing situations. And as Mike says, and all third base coaches say, just run hard to me, let me make a decision. And you have to consider who's in the on-deck circle, how many outs there are, where the ball is hit. Did it deflect off of a third baseman in this case? But Gags has been very good for the A's at third base.
Weeks the other way, but it's going to foul, and a nice play. Fan got to the railing, and he made the catch.
Jamal Weeks, a nice 2-out triple in his second at bat. And help the A's take the lead. Now they've padded their lead.
And that one up and into Weeks.
Do a split screen of that uniform right there tomorrow. Spotless.
Good idea.
Cliffy may be up all night. They will be spotless tomorrow.
Strike three call. The fastball on the inside corner. The A's score 4 times in the bottom of the 5th. Take a 7-2 lead. Career batting average above 320. Joe Mauer's on there, I bet. Oh, yeah. Pujols, Suzuki, Mauer, and Todd Helton. Well, thanks to the 4 spot, the A's lead 7-2. Joe Mauer will hit second in this inning. But Guillermo Moscoso has not allowed a hit since the 2nd inning. How about that? Now he's pitching with some run support. 77 pitches for Moscoso, which from where he was at the beginning of this game, it's really not too bad.
You remember his first game against the Angels, he had early run support. They just challenged guys, challenged hitters with a fastball, a lot of fly ball outs, and picked up the win. And that's what you should do. Not to the point where you're just throwing fastballs down the middle and allow them to be hit, but your best control pitch usually is a fastball, and if you have a good one, sneaky late life, then why not stay with it? That's what he has done when he has gotten some run support, gotten a lead. He's doing it again tonight.
Breaking balls in the dirt. .50 strikes, 30 balls for Moscoso. There's the guys in the truck. Busy. BI or stat guy busy. Lots of rumors flying around, right?
Aren't they?
It is Rumorville, USA right now. Trade rumors all over the place.
Well,
but they're just rumors. So
well, those rumors are being confirmed by various sources, right?
Closing in on a few things, but lots of names being tossed around now. So. General managers working hard this time. High fly ball to Matsui in left. And that's out number one.
And the technology has really enabled this time of the year to, it could be anywhere. You don't even need a phone because you have your phone. You have some sort of mobile device that you can be anywhere you want to be and make deals.
Those two ladies right there may be making a trade. Who knows? Hayes' dugout has no players in it. Is that a concern? It just looked that way, I guess. There's nobody in there. Is that saying the bench is a little thin tonight? Well, it is.
That means all the starters are, the other four starters are upstairs, and they're only, well, maybe the Jesus. Bullpen, 8 relievers. So they're all back, ready to go. You know, there's a group. Most of them will head to the clubhouse after the first inning. But anybody who's in the long relief category will stay down in the bullpen.
Bauer drives one to left, but plenty of room for Matsui. Well, if you think about it, Ray, the A's only have 3 extra position players. De Jesus left the game with a little thumb injury, right? A little sore thumb. Suzuki is the backup catcher, so Kurt's down in the bullpen. So Eric Sogard would be the only guy that would actually be in the dugout.
And the 4 starters.
And the 4 starters.
The 4 starters. And Gio came back.
It just looks kind of funny that there's nobody in the dugout except Ron Romano.
Did he hustle down whenever they're watching the game down in the clubhouse? They show the bench and nobody's on it. Supporting Moscoso.
That's right.
They're all in the clubhouse. Gio's taking one for the team. He's standing up there trying to look like 5 guys. He's not that big. Can't do it, Gio.
Kadai an RBI single in the first and a pop out in the third.
And you think about Moscoso, normally starting pitchers and in support of the starter on the mound. As Moscoso looks at the dugout, sees nobody. Thanks for the support, guys. I'm out here on an island by myself. Give me a 5-run lead and then you leave me.
Sweeney back, turns around, he's got it. So Moscoso continues his roll. He's got a 3-up, 3-down inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It'll be Crisp, Matsui, and then the hammer, Josh Willingham. Cam is brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light. It's the world's most refreshing beer. A's leading 7-2 over the Twins, trying to even up this series at a game apiece. A's scored 1 in the first, 2 in the second, and then 4 in the fifth to kind of bust the game open a little bit. 7 runs and 10 hits for the A's. 2 runs, 5 hits, and an error for the Twins. A bunch of media outlets, Ray, that are confirming a couple veteran infielders that are on the move. Rafael Furcal reporting that he is going to go to the St. Louis Cardinals. Orlando Cabrera, who was with the Athletics for a while.
And every other club.
Yeah, the report is that he has been traded from the Indians to the Giants. Giants looking for a shortstop. Looks like Orlando Cabrera is going to San Francisco. (3-1) to Coco Crisp, and that is on the outside corner, first strike. The Coco Crisp afro, which we miss. It was good. The fro count.
Now Coco wanted to get to first base. Different pitcher now than Black Schwarzer. Maybe I'd have another conversation with Dan Bellino. See, my guy showed the split screen. It showed he balked. You want to take a look at it? It'll be on your video.
Left fielder.
Let's talk to Matt Weiss. Yeah, Cliffy and Matt still 2 top bat boys. Now Matt taking care of the umpires.
It's just video proof, right?
Yeah. I mean, who are you going to believe?
It's the video.
You going to believe me or what you see that the guys put together in the tape room?
Well, then you combine it. Well, then it's a done deal. First pitch to Matsui, up and away. Anthony Swarzak came in the 5th inning, got the final 2 outs. Another good night for Matsui. 2 walks and a single. He seems like he's on base just about every time.
Well, he's taking pitches also, like he knows. Of course, guys get zoned in the strike zone, and it's one that they're not going to swing at bad pitches. Timing is all perfect, and get a pitch you can pull. Take a pitch that is away instead of trying to pull it, go to the opposite field. Thinking about Rafael Furcal not too long ago. The A's were trying to acquire him. Free agent, and perhaps against a couple of clubs. He ended up signing with the Dodgers and had the Braves where he had been, and the A's.
And the one thing that teams were afraid of with Furcal was him getting hurt, and that's exactly what happened. He did not play a lot for the Dodgers. He was hurt this year as well.
In fact, I think during the negotiations that period of time, there was one general manager who said to the agent to take me off the speed dial because they were upset that kind of led people to believe that he's going to sign certain players like Atlanta.
Yeah, that was a little bit of an ugly scene.
Yeah. So now he's with Tony La Russa. What did Colby Rasmus play? Is he infield or outfield? Because he got traded to Toronto a little bit.
Center fielder.
Okay, because there was some hard feelings there.
Oh, yeah.
Because of his father, I guess, is his hitting coach.
Yeah, he and Tony did not get along. Very talented young man, Colby Rasmus.
Oh, we'll see him in about a week.
That's right.
A week from Tuesday, as a matter of fact. It will not be a Chevy free parking Tuesday because we'll be in Toronto. I don't think they're offering that.
Not a lot of parking by the Rogers Center.
Got that big tower next to it, though. You ever walk up that? CN Tower?
No.
It's a long way up.
Is it? Is there an elevator?
Let's hope so.
We do it the day off.
A lot of people go to the top of it, and I know they're not walking. Matsui knows the strike zone so well, he thought it was ball 4. Chris Conroy had other thoughts. It's a 3-1 pitch, and I can understand why he headed to first.
So see if Coco takes off. 3-2 pitch. He does not, and the ball is fouled to the left side.
Swarzak with a slight hesitation, almost to the point like a left-hander would lift the front leg and throw to first or to the plate, but you don't see that normally the right-hander.
Outfield straightaway for Matsui. This one toward the A's bullpen. And it'll be just above the bullpen. So the battle continues between Swarzak and Matsui.
Swarzak using a pretty good slide step too, and I think that's why Coco Crisp is deciding to stay at first base. As hot as Matsui is, he might drive him in from first, not have to try to steal.
Coco takes off this time. The ball's hit hard. Plouffe goes to second base. Does not get Crisp. Everybody's safe. Plouffe made a nice play. But I don't know if he had a shot at Crisp because Coco was running on the play.
Well, with Coco with excellent speed, got a good jump, and Plouffe really had Coco almost in front of him as he caught the ball, and then a quick turn. Coco might have been safe even if it's a good throw. It turned out to be high. Yoki had to come off the bag to keep it from going into left field. But that was tremendous speed by Coco Crisp, getting to second very quickly.
So it's a fielder's choice for Matsui. 2 on, nobody out for Willingham.
Strange about the ruling on a play like that. Really, it's an error. The guy who reaches should be a sure and out if he goes to first base. Tries to go to second, doesn't get the runner. It's strictly fielder's choice, no error. I don't think they're mental errors that are given, although
yeah, it's really an errant decision.
Yeah. But as he thought, with a 5-run deficit, try to get the lead runner. No chance to turn double play, and as it turned out, that he didn't get any outs.
Well, you could also say it's an error in decision because he probably should have went to first, but
exactly.
but it was also an error in execution because he did make a bad throw.
That's good. Yeah, exactly. Perfect.
But he didn't get anybody.
And that man's not happy because it was not a particularly good play, especially if a chance to get an out. The runner's running, and the speed of Coco Crisp unlikely going to get him anyway.
Breaking ball and spins inside. The A's knocked Nick Blackburn out of the game in the 5th. Another big night for the A's offense. Willingham with a sacrifice fly in the 1st, a fly ball to center field in the 2nd. He doubled and scored in the 5th. Hit hard, but foul.
We had an opportunity to watch Josh Willingham throughout the season, and well, one thing is pretty obvious: he is strong. And hearing some of the reports, his comments coming over from the National League, where he spent his entire career before joining the A's, but in the American League first time, and the strengths and well, exactly what the A's hoping for: some power, some offensive production, home runs. He's had the complete package. It's like to see him 100% healthy too. When your lower parts of your body are not 100%. In the case of Willingham, is Achilles tendon. That's why he's DHing tonight, and fortunately for the A's, Matsui keeping his bat in the lineup, he's able to play left field. Willingham with a slight open stance, and he gets into one. There is no doubt when it travels.
And he went around, change up. So Swarzak gets the strikeout.
Set, tried to hold up, and usually that swing, his hands and arms are strong enough to hold up. But definitely fooled. Good pitch by Swarzak, and tip of the hat right there.
So here's Sweeney with one out. Outside corner strike. Sweeney with an RBI single in the fifth, and he scored later in that inning.
Who the Brewers got? Jerry Hairston Jr.
That's right. Yeah. I may have been wrong. Did Lopez go to Milwaukee? He went somewhere. I may not. It may not have been Milwaukee.
But whatever, I just heard today when Weeks, of course, Ricky Weeks, older brother Jamal Weeks, is injured, and Jerry Hairston Jr. from the Nationals.
That's right.
You have to play second until he comes back. Weeks, that is.
Not to be confused with his brother Scott, who is with the Athletics. Scott's the outfielder. Jerry Jr. is the utility guy. Brewers won again. They're hot. They've won 5 in a row. Cardinals won as well, so the two top teams won. So Milwaukee continues the 1.5 game lead in the National League Central.
Scott is with the Mets. Saw him.
Scott is with the Mets. That's right.
Yeah, he was when we were there. Yeah.
Pirates lost, so the Pirates dropped the game. They're now 3.5 back. So the Brewers playing at home where they are very, very good.
Well, Ron Rennick, the first-year manager for Milwaukee, bench coach for Mike Scioscia for many years, and interviewed, got the job. Melvin, the general manager, they're going for it. They're doing the things to try to win the division. Join the A's on Friday, August the 12th for the inaugural Italian Heritage Night. By purchasing a special ticket for this event, you will receive a seat in the Italian Heritage section. All the pizza and A's Pizza Cutter, the traditional Italian food item served in the West Side Club. There will be plenty of in-game entertainment, including appearances by backpack impersonators. For Italian Heritage Night tickets, go to OaklandAthletics.com/Italian.
Is it August 12th? Let me see.
August 12th. Friday, pizza time for my partner.
That's awesome.
You like pizza, don't you?
I love it. I could eat it every day.
And you don't even need a pizza cutter of it, do you?
No. There's no pizza cutter. I could eat it every day.
Pizza. I mean, we have to have pizza on Italian Heritage Night. If we don't get pizza on the 12th, Friday night against the Rangers, the A's come back at the long road trip. My partner doesn't have pizza.
I get very cranky. My wife says, you eat too much pizza. And she's probably right. I can't help it.
Yeah, but that's your excuse on Friday the 12th of August.
That's right.
B.I. might even have some pizza.
Don't count on it.
Have it tomorrow.
Little fister up the middle. Kloof lets it get by him. And everybody's going to be saved. Gallegos was waving Coco in, but Coco stopped at third. Ball just kind of trickled past Kloof.
Well, for a base runner, that's what you want to do, is watch the third base coach. You're running the bases. and you can't see what's going on. Coco knew the ball was not hit hard. He figured probably the middle infielder was going to catch the ball. Plouffe should have. The ball just stayed under his glove. And Coco, right there, just Coco, well, that's it. Gags stopped him, and that's when he looked back. I think Gags thought Plouffe was going to catch it also, and by the time he started it up again, there's no chance.
Yeah, right when Coco turned back to look at the ball, that's when Gags started waving it again, so he did not see it. Bases are loaded. Ball to the screen. Coco scores anyways. 8-2. The A's are scoring every which way tonight.
And that's a pass ball for Joe Mauer. He just did not get his catcher's mitt. First of all, he tried to backhand a ball that he should have turned the catcher's mitt up right. The palm up and the back of the mitt on the ground, and it cost him.
So now second and third for Pennington. Double and a walk and 2 runs scored for Pennington. I think that look says it all right there.
Well, a manager doesn't mind losing a game. Just doesn't like to lose ugly. You know, they have a club that normally plays well. They have an error. The ball that Plouffe missed, it probably wasn't going to get an out. Fortunately, didn't get the run. Then a pass ball. Top it.
It's going to be the shortstop, Shioka, who has it. Side retired. The A's get a run. 3 base runners. It's 8-2 after 6. Pitched the 8th inning in Arlington as the Rangers were losing 20-6 to the Rangers. He became the first Twins position player to pitch since first baseman John Moses, who took the mound in 2 games during the 1990s season. For Kadire, his line, 1 inning pitch, 2 hits, 1 walk. He did not allow a run. Congratulations to Michael Kadire, who's got a career ERA of 0.00. So he does play all positions, almost.
Almost. And Rod Gardner, I said, Gardy, how hard was it to put a position player? Well, the bullpen, 20 runs, all that. He said, and Michael Kadire would have been so upset with me if I had not pitched him. If anybody else had gone out there, Kadire was going to be upset because he kept politicking. He said, you have to let me pitch an inning. You have to let me pitch in a game. And he said, my only all-star, Michael Kadire, and he's got a pitching in the game.
That's right.
Of course, every manager thinks about one guy. He's pitching. His name, a lot of guys don't even want to hear the name Jose Canseco, but remember Canseco blew up his elbow when he was pitching because he was always saying, I can pitch, and it didn't quite work out. And the fly ball outs for Moscoso. You see the 12 and say fly ball line drive.
So leadoff single for Kubel, and then I'll bring up Jim Thome. Fans, it's time for us to show our appreciation. It's a free Comcast Sportsnet authentic post-game barbecue. It's presented by Kinder's, and it's after the Giants Diamondbacks game Wednesday, 3:30. We'll be in Seattle. Drop by our downtown San Francisco studios at 3rd Harrison for a look at post-game live and Chronicle Live. Also, A's, Warriors, and Sharks personalities will be on location. For more info, visit csnbayarea.com. That's this Wednesday at 3:30.
Maybe they should send some Kinders here tomorrow in anticipation of that Wednesday event when we're going to be out of town.
Ziegler and Breslow start to throw. 93 pitches for Moscoso. Thome skies one to right center. Sweeney is under it. It's going to come down at some point, and Sweeney has it for out number 1. So Thome 1 for 3.
Now batting, number 19.
So here's Valencia.
Danny Valencia.
So the A's, after tomorrow, will head out on the road. It's a long trip. It's 9 games in 11 days. The A's will have a couple of off days on the road trip, which that just doesn't happen very often.
No, we don't prefer to have off days on the road.
No, you're right. I'm with you. If I'm on the road, might as well work, right?
Exactly.
It's funny, Ray, and I know you feel the same way, but you're so set up on the road where it's a 1 o'clock game, bus leaves at 10. If it's a 7 o'clock game, it leaves at 4. When you have an off day on the road, when it gets 4 o'clock in the afternoon and you have an off day, you sort of don't know what to do from 4 to 7.
That's right. It works from 7 to 10.
You don't know what to do from 4 to 10. You're right. But you really do. It's like you're so used to going downstairs and getting on the bus at 4 o'clock for a night.
Well, I think what we should do is have Mickey Morbido, the great director of team travel for the A's, determine the miles that the A's are going to be traveling on this upcoming trip. There'll be a few.
Yeah. Valencia takes a bit outside. So Seattle, and then to St. Petersburg, which is a very long flight, and then to Toronto. Off day in Toronto on Monday, and home Thursday. Valencia, big swing and miss, 2-2.
Well, if Moscoso can get through this inning, it'll be exactly what Bob Melvin wanted. This game starting, he's getting ready to throw his 99th pitch, and right after struggling first 2 innings, 51 pitches actually in the first 3 innings.
That one's ripped to left for a base hit and a high fastball. Valencia has his first hit.
Well, surprisingly, you see the amount of time that he was taking. It's going to be his last pitch, but for some reason, a lot of time looking at Kuba first base for no reason. He's not going to run. And now it looks like Bob Melvin, and he's called for the right-hander. That's it for Moscoso. So 6 in the 3rd innings for the right-hander.
So Moscoso is done, and let's listen to the ovation for Guillermo Moscoso.
on Comcast Sportsnet California is brought to you by Xfinity, home of the most live sports, and by Chevrolet. Go to ChevyBaseball.com to support youth baseball and help make a moment kids will never forget.
So Brad Ziegler comes in. Twins trying to mount a little rally. They got 2 on and 1 out here in the 7th inning. So when it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change tune-up and smog experts.
Brad Ziegler just changed the sign. The Frisbee, and good to see a pitcher. Moscoso goes 6 1/3. 100 pitches for the right-hander. And I said about Brad Ziegler, he's doing it again as he wipes his pant leg. He's basically changing the sign. And the Frisbee twice and got the strikeout of Delman Young.
So that's out number 2 here in the 7th.
A lot of times pitchers will look in and shake off signs. But Brad Ziegler has an agreement as he goes to the submarine and sidearm, not quite submarine, but still the Frisbee and back-to-back pitches. Delman Young gets the strikeout. Runner on second. Second. Universal. Only threw 3 pitches and then finally Landon Powell went out. And maybe I should confirm this is what we're using.
That one a little bit low to Nishioka. Twins signed Nishioka to a 3-year, $14 million contract in the offseason. And coming over from Japan, they also had to pay the posting fee, which is basically what you got to pay to negotiate with him. And that was a little over $5 million. So there's a pretty good investment by the Twins in this young man, Nishioka. Fouled at the plate.
And I would think they got him for his defense.
Yeah.
As much as every Japanese-born player coming to the U.S. would like to be like Hideki Matsui, a home run hitter, or Ichiro Suzuki, a hit machine. And everybody's like that. The A's have Godzilla. 9 home runs for A's left fielder.
So full count now. The runners will take off with 2 outs. Kubel at second, Valencia at first.
You know, Matsu will play 9 tonight. He's been coming up for defense. Ryan Sweeney going in, but that will not happen tonight with David DeJesus. He'll lead the game.
That one bounced. Connor Jackson, Chargers, gets a good hop, side retired. Couple of hits, couple of runners stranded. 7th inning stretch coming up. 8-2 Athletics. talking about possibility of a Rich Harden trade. It's not been confirmed. It's just what the studio just said. And we'll find out more on A's post-game live.
Listen, if Henry Wolford talks, people listen.
If we hear anything before the end of our game, we'll certainly pass it on. Sizemore, a walk, and then a big 3-run double, which really broke the game open.
You could call Pawtucket. See if somebody from
the Red Sox AAA affiliate got taken out of the game. Sizemore, 1 around, and that's a strikeout for Swarzak.
Well, it's hitters fooled as Josh Willingham was earlier. Last inning, same as Sizemore on a similar pitch.
11, Landon Powell.
So with 1 out, Landon Powell hits. Powell is 0 for 3. In fact, he's the only A's hitter without a hit. A's have 11.
And he's caught a very good game.
Yep.
It's always nice about catching. Number 1 objective is to catch the game, handle the pitching staff. You get a W, you go 0 for, you've got a great night.
Balfour starts to loosen up.
And if your catcher's mitt is not broken in, it will be by the time Grant Balfour is finished.
Powell do a double play. Fly ball to right and a ground out. Swarzak's 2-1 pitch to Powell is outside, so 3-1. Into the left field corner. Delman Young's going to have enough for it and makes the catch.
Sunday, August the 14th, the Fiesta A's Fiesta Day. Come out for a pregame tailgate fiesta featuring Chevy's Ride and Drive Event. Oh, another one. Special appearance from Jose Hernandez, the first Mexican-American astronaut in space. Mariachi music, games, and an appearance by an A's player. In addition, 10,000 fans will receive a Gio Gonzalez Athletico's hat presented by Chevy. For more information and to purchase tickets, go to oaklandathletics.com/fiesta. You get to drive around again. Chevy Drive in the parking lot.
Breaking ball is called the strike to Jemile Weeks, who is 1 for 4. RBI triple in the 2nd inning. For Weeks, that was his 5th triple of the year. Young, more action. He gets back. He's got it. Side retired. Swarzak has a 3-up, 3-down inning. We are moving to the 8th inning. 8-2 Athletics. A's with an 8-2 lead, trying to even up this series, had a game apiece. Grant Balfour comes in when it's time for a change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change tune-up and smog experts. Terrific season for Grant Balfour, 4-1 with a 1.98 ERA. Remember that one loss was in Toronto. He gave up the home run to Escobar. That was
number 11,
very early in the season.
Revere.
So Balfour comes in. He'll face the top of the order for the Twins: Revere, Plouffe, and Mauer.
It was a quick pitch to try to avoid a stolen base and walk up. But he has pitched great, and that's the most important thing. That went on the disabled list for 15 days, but has come back, been pitching very well. This is his 8th inning. Not to say that Andrew Beta would come in the 9th inning. Right now, 5-run lead. Might just get some work in.
Revere is 1 for 3. Singled and scored in the very first inning. Also has grounded out and hit into a double play. Half swing, and it's 1-2. 94 miles an hour from Balfour. Jose Majares, who pitched last night, starts to throw for the Twins. Balfour tries that high fastball again. Why not? Bounce to the left side where Sizemore has it. And throw out the speedy Revere. 1 out.
Well, you have him hit a ball at third base. You cannot afford to take much time. Scott Sizemore took a little crow hop, made sure he had the four-seam grip, and had a strong throw across the diamond. Young man can run.
Number 24.
Sizemore can throw. A couple of days ago when he made that throw that pulled Connor Jackson off the bag was just uncharacteristic of him and his ability to throw, especially with the speed of Revere.
First pitch strike to Trevor Plouffe.
Last time the Minnesota Twins were in town, we talked about the passing of the great Harmon Killebrew, and this time the Twins in town wearing the number 3. That the retired number of late Harmon Killebrew. There's the number 3 in honor of the great one in Minnesota Twins history, Harmon Killebrew. What a great player, a great person, and just something the Twins bring out the best people if they sign in the Twins uniforms. And the number retired, and that of the number 28, Burt Blyleven, we talked about last night.
Straight up. Pennington and Weeks come together. Pennington. 573 career home runs for Harmon Killebrew, so he did not quite get to 600.
Now batting.
MVP at 69, 49 home runs, 48 home runs, 140 driven in. Only Twin to hit 40 in a season. How about that?
Now look at the walks too. 145 walks.
Well, he played on some good teams. Great swing, and I can honestly say I put down the fingers that saw him hit some of the longer shots. They were some shots. I wanted to congratulate him as he crossed home plate. They went so far, but I didn't think I wanted to show up my picture that badly.
But you were impressed.
Yeah. I remember playing in the All-Star game in '70. I was running up and down the dugout like a kid in a candy store. And Harmon Killebrew, along with the other veterans, just on the top seat of Cincinnati Riverfront, says, "What are you doing, kid?" I said, "This is my first. You guys have been here a long time. I'm having a great time."
2-0 to Joe Mauer. Great hitter in. He's got his bat. Pitches in for a strike to Mauer, who is 0 for 3. He has hit a pair of fly balls to center field and then a fly ball to left field. Bounce to Weeks, who gobbles it up, and that will do it. About 4, 3 up, 3 down inning, and we are headed to the bottom of the 8th inning from the Coliseum. A's lead 8-2. Toyota dealers. Jemile Weeks, that was in the 2nd inning when the A's scored twice. RBI triple. And look at Jemile go. Head first slide. And then this was probably the biggest hit in the game. Right down the line with the bases loaded. All 3 runs would score. And watch Pennington just get his foot in there. Called safe by Chris Conroy, the home plate umpire. 3-run double. So the A's offense big again tonight. 8 hits. There's 8 runs on 11 hits for the Athletics. For the Twins, 2 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error. That's your game summary brought to you by your local Toyota dealer.
Center fielder, number 4.
So bottom of the 8th inning, Coco Crisp steps in, and he will face a new pitcher, Jose Majaras. So when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. Majaras faces Coco Crisp. Big swing by Coco. Fouled it back.
Looking for number 5 right there. That was a swing worthy of home run.
Majaras got knocked around last night. Gave up 3 runs in 1 inning and threw 23 pitches. So he's right back out there. Big night for Coco Crisp. 2 singles, 2 walks, 2 runs scored, and 2 stolen bases. Got the average up to 270. This one's popped up right center, shallow. Plouffe is out, second baseman, and that's out number 1.
I mentioned Balfour for the 8th and Bailey for the 9th, and maybe not Andrew Bailey. It's not a save situation, but it's been a while since Andrew has pitched. So he is warming up for the 9th inning, and forget about save on the line or not. A's knew that coming into this game, bullpen might be a little bit depleted, but Balfour and Bailey had not pitched. They were pitched on Thursday.
Bailey Monday. Does that sound right?
Robertson game against the Rays, exactly.
Strike 2 Hideki Matsui.
As Harold Baines would say, you have a good rememberer.
Thank you.
I asked Harold one time, how did you know how to those guys pitch you? He said, I have a good rememberer. That's pretty good, Harold. I like that. Harold was good. He could hit. The number 3, Harold Baines, retired in Chicago, but he's still wearing number 3 because he's coaching.
0-2 pitch to Matsui. Rolls it off the glove of Maharis, and Matsui's got another hit. He's got the magic wand right now, doesn't he?
He does. It's good to see, because there were times that Hideki Matsui maybe himself thought he was not going to be able to come back and swing the way he has, but Bob Melvin showing a lot of confidence in him. Ball hit the mound, might have deflected off the glove of Maharis. And as he followed through, he put his glove behind his back. Between hitting the upstroke of the mound and maybe his glove, it deflected far enough away that Matsui, showing that excellent speed, was going to beat it out anyway.
So Matsui has been on base all 5 times. 2 singles, 2 walks, and he reached on a fielder's choice. So the A's now with 12 hits in the game. First pitch to Josh Willingham is a strike. 1 for 3 for Willingham tonight with a sacrifice fly, double, and a run score. The A's have not hit a home run tonight. Hit 6 in their last 3 games. Needed it tonight. This one's hit toward Ben Revere in center. 2 outs.
About the Coliseum on Friday, August the 19th, for the 3rd annual Filipino Heritage Night, presented by Cache Creek Casino Resorts. By purchasing a ticket for this event, you'll receive a seat in the Filipino Heritage section, an A's Filipino Heritage Gold T-shirt, and a traditional Filipino food item served in the Westside Club. For Filipino Heritage Night tickets, visit oaklandathletics.com/Filipino.
So Ryan Sweeney, it's his 4th at bat. Sweeney came into the game for DeJesus earlier. They say DeJesus' thumb was bothering him a little bit, right? Outside to Sweeney. Sweeney has not gotten a lot of at-bats against left-handed pitching this year, that's for sure. Drives this one center. Revere spins around, and now he's under it. He's got it side, retired. 9th inning coming up. The A's 3 outs away from their 48th win of the year.
Presented by authority of the Oakland Athletics and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Athletics Investment Group, LLC.
Well, the A's 3 outs away from a victory as Andrew Bailey comes in with an 8-2 lead. Bailey last pitched on Monday, so it's been a while. It's time for change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change tune-up and smog experts. Quick 0-2. Got to be ready with Andrew Bailey. He does not mess around.
And that's the reason the Robinson Cano trying to ask for time a week ago today at Yankee Stadium, and Bailey worked so quickly, no way he was going to be granted timeout.
Pennington, backhand, straightens up, throws past Jackson. So the ball goes out of play, and Kadire will be at second base. It's a straight E6.
Now Cliff Pennington got it, but he was deep in the hole, and he knew he had to get a little bit extra on the throw. And he, with a very strong arm, caught it perfectly on the crow hop, and then threw it, but just release point a little bit off. Connor Jackson, pretty good hang time, reached up, just could not bring it down.
Here's Kubel. Kubel takes a strike. He's 1 for 3. He had a single in the 7th inning. That one grounded to Weeks, who's got it. Hit hard, but right at the A's second baseman. 1 out, Kadire to third. So Jim Thome steps in.
Jim Thome.
Thome's hit a couple of fly balls to right field. He also doubled, and he scored a run. That was back in the second inning. Swing there by Thome. Series finale tomorrow. Come your way with A's pregame live at 12:30, and then the ball game at 1 o'clock. Pavano and McCarthy is your pitching matchup. That'll wrap up the homestand. A's will head on the road. The Twins will continue on their road trip. They will have an off day tomorrow in Anaheim and then take on the Angels Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So Twins right in the middle of a long trip. The A's about to start a long trip. Bat, little flare, shallow left field, and Matsui can't get it. It drops in for a hit. A run's going to score as Kadire trots home. So Thome has an RBI.
Time now for the Fremont Bank play of the game. Jamal Weeks, the A's, the tie game, and Jamal Weeks came up with a run-scoring triple. Left center, Rivera going after it, could not get it in. Jamal Weeks, Cliff Pennington scoring, and Jamal Weeks with the afterburn. Just turned on the speed, head first slide into third base. Another triple for the A's rookie second baseman. More importantly, coming through with 2 outs, driving home the go-ahead run at the time. The A's have padded it, have a 5-run lead now, 8-3. And a run was scored on Jim Thome. Thome's so strong, he just shattered his bat.
And most guys, that's pop up to the shortstop.
Might have to charge it to catch it, but Thome is just so strong. His bat ball ended up in left field. Thank Matsui trying to make a play that was going to be impossible.
So it's now an 8-3 game with Valencia the hitter. We're told that Derek Lee has gone to the Pittsburgh Pirates. Derek Lee with the Orioles. Pirates in the race. 3.5 back in the NL Central, so they get the veteran Derek Lee. Derek Lee to Pittsburgh.
So that's a couple of players off the roster of the Baltimore Orioles.
That's right. Uhara, the fine reliever, went to the Rangers earlier today.
And Jeremy Guthrie had come up
a lot.
Yeah. Good pitcher, healthy, and of course takes the ball every 5th day. Definitely can pitch well, get a lot of innings. And some managers say, I don't want a pitcher who can pitch and lead innings. I want a pitcher who can win.
Yeah.
A lot of truth to it, but Guthrie with any run support would have been in that category completely, but throughout his career he has not received a lot of support.
Fastball swing and a miss by Valencia. That's out number 2.
Well, the high slider, second pitch that was called a strike. It might have been ball 2, but instead it was a strike. And Andrew Bailey staying up in the zone with a good fastball. And no chance for Valencia to catch up to Andrew Bailey's good fastball.
Here's Delvin Young. First pitch is outside. So everybody in the AL West has won. Rangers won, Angels won, and the Mariners won today. Mariners lead the race 3-2. Popped up. This should do it. Sizemore is under it, and that's the ball game. So the A's even up this 3-game series at a game apiece. They win game 2 tonight by a final score of 8-3. So Guillermo Moscoso, who wobbled a little bit early but settled in and ended up pitching a very nice ball game. Moscoso gets his 4th win of the year. So the A's are now 48-59 with the W. 8-3 is your final. Don't go away. A's post game live with Henry Wolford and Shooty Babbitt starts right now.